Hello, and welcome to our Cerenade video. In this video, we will introduce a new role you can give a caseworker profile titled Interpreter. By doing so, you can now add interpreters to the system, and that person's info can now transfer into forms where it asks for interpreters, similar to how attorney info can auto-populate onto forms. Let us first access our admin portal. From the admin portal, you will go to the user's icon. From the Users section, you will want to create a new caseworker profile. You will fill out sections that are relevant to forms, or feel free to enter additional info. You will want to make sure you select the Type drop-down menu and set it as Interpreter. Make sure to not create a login account at the bottom of the page, as you are simply creating a profile with info to transfer to forms, and not for the purpose of using the caseworker portal. If you wish for them to access the caseworker portal as well, contact your sales account manager to enable one more license. Also, an important thing to highlight is interpreters are limited to one department. The reason for this is physical address info is not specific to user profiles. It is specific to departments. So, by checking a department, the system will auto-populate the address from that department onto forms. If the interpreter has a different address from your office, create a new department with their info and select them here. Once finished updating the profile, click on Save. You have now created the interpreter's profile. You can now go into the caseworker portal and either create a case or access a case to tag the interpreter to that case. If creating a new case, make sure to select the right department on step 1, matching the one the interpreter is enabled. Also, the second step of the Create Case wizard asks you to tag the caseworkers to the case. A smart search will appear, allowing you to enter the exact name or partial name until a match appears. Once a match appears, click on the name and they are tagged to the case. Make sure to click on Transfer to Forms so that their info transfers to the forms. If you already have a case created, search and access the case profile and proceed to the tab on the right titled Caseworkers. You will then select Link Caseworkers. A smart search will pop up. Either type out the exact name or enter partial name until a match appears. Once a person's name appears, click on their name and they are now linked to the case. Before you go to the forms, make sure to select Transfer to Form so that their info can successfully transfer to the interpreter section. You should now be able to see that person's info on the forms. An important thing to highlight is this is only intended for interpreters, someone's services you use that isn't the attorney. If the attorney themselves served as the interpreter, this is not needed. A box asking to transfer attorney info into interpreter sections is already there to use. If a paralegal or a current user is also the interpreter and requires their info to transfer, you will follow the steps mentioned previously and update their profile, changing the type to interpreter, linking a single department, linking them to a case as interpreter, and then selecting Transfer to Forms. Their info should now auto-populate into the interpreter section of the form. Thank you for watching.